wanna know? Oh, no, oh, step into the ring, it's the champion's corner time. WWE, and they break it down. We shine from the top rope to the mat. All the action, all the heat. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet.
Welcome to another edition of the Champions Corner podcast. We just got off a fully long night of the Royal Rumble. I mean, that's getting longer and longer, it seems like. This was almost like a WrestleMania type of night. A lot to talk about. Man, so Jey Uso won. He had his shine in the big time. Last night. A lot of people have a lot of things to say. We're going to unpack that here on the show. We're also going to talk about Charlotte Flair. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, we are 76 days out from the biggest show in sports entertainment. That is WrestleMania. And it's going to feature none other than the game himself, the King of Kings, the boss of all bosses. I mean, the cerebral assassin. This guy, I don't know if you heard, this guy is going in the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
And here on the show, we love to give credit where credit is due. We love to give people their props. We love to give people their flowers while they're here. So we're going to talk all about the game. I think we might just do every subject about the game on this show. I don't know, but we'll see what these guys
We're talking about the Royal Rumble.
Oh, okay.
2025 Royal Rumble.
Thank
Let's
you.
start there.
That'll be a great place to start and finish.
Yeah, great place to start, continue, and finish. Let's just
Thank you.
keep
Thank you. That's why you have people with you, ladies and gentlemen. You learn something, kids, that you always need. You know what they say,
little help from my friends.
3 heads are better than one, right?
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know. We'll talk about Triple H another time. Probably just you and I. I'm talking about you right there. You and I, we'll have our moment. I know how you feel. You feel the same way I feel. But man, a lot of things to talk about. I'm going to start with the Women's Royal Rumble. How do you guys feel about Charlotte Flair taking her rightful place? Because it's in her bloodline, right? We talk about the bloodline. We talk about your boy Cody says there's only one royal family in wrestling. I think that could be debatable, I mean, it could be debatable. This lady, Charlotte, comes from a rich legacy other than her father. Come on. Her father was the Nature Boy. The Nature Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's about as far as it goes, because David Flair, oh my God, that must have skipped a gene. I tell you right now, you go back and watch some of that David Flair clips, you would be like, wow, you did not learn this from your daddy.
Hey, what they say, few were chosen, right? Everybody, yeah, everybody's called, but few were chosen, right? Charlotte is definitely a chosen one. RC, what is your thoughts about, because I know this is your favorite lady, so what's your thoughts about Charlotte Flair?
Well, she's definitely not my favorite lady. But I mean, I enjoyed the vignettes, everything she had coming back. But like I said, my sentiment, I think, a lot of other people are the same sentiment about Charlotte. She's great. She's one of the greats of all time, greatest women wrestlers of all time. There's no denying that. But you just coming back and getting either the championship or wins like this at Royal Rumble, getting the Royal Rumble win right off the bat. Come on now. Where's the adversity? I mean, who are you fighting? I mean, who are you fighting to get in these positions? Come on now.
30 other women?
No, I'm just saying it's a game where it is. Like, okay, she's already right back in the title picture, and I'm pretty sure we're expecting her to win at WrestleMania, no matter who she fights. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, ain't nothing I can do about it, but that's what a lot of fans just don't like about her. I mean, we would like her, like I said, if she had some roadblocks. Come on, give her some roadblocks. Because soon as she come back from injury, all right, go ahead and get her another title ring. Let her catch up with her daddy. Come on now. Yeah, that's all y'all padding her stats. That's all y'all doing. But hey, I mean, ain't much more to say than that. I don't know. I just wish they booked her a little different. I'd rather have Io Sky win this. I would be happy with Roxanne Perez because I was surprised Roxanne Perez made it to the final few in there like that. And so I was kind of a little cheering for her a little bit. My actual picks were Jordan Grace and Bianca Belair, but we'll see if they do something in the chamber in the next month or so.
BJ, I want you a question because Patrick Mahomes is about to experience this very same sentiment right here.
Yeah, it feels like it. It seems like, right?
Tom Brady experienced this very same sentiment. Why is it, why is it when people win so much, they hate it? BJ, elaborate.
Why is success hated upon?
Yeah.
I guess, it's a really good question because usually things are more interesting when something's a dynasty. Listen, we can all talk about basketball we want to, but it ain't never more that interesting unless there's a team running Rexhaw and dominating championships. The Warriors,
Bulls.
right? The Bulls or LeBron as a dynasty in himself, kind of however you want to. Even in football, if the Patriots went away and we didn't have the Chiefs, you know what people be talking about? Oh yeah, NFL, whatever. But we got the Chiefs. People are like, yeah, we hate the Chiefs. I don't know what to tell you, man. Some people do hate success, and I get where Ron is saying about Charlotte. It does feel like every time she comes back, it's handed an opportunity. But here's something I also can't ignore. She is still one of the best in-ring wrestlers that they have. She is a really good promo. And what really sold me on Charlotte was actually something within the last year or two where she said, people may not like me, and people may have all this negative opinion about me. But what I do know for certain is that when I go in the ring, the people chant, "This is awesome," because I put on the best matches more often than not on the card itself. And I can't ignore that. Like, that's in the end of it. That's what we appreciate in wrestling, right? Great wrestling. Or at least I do. Because, I mean, not everyone's a great wrestler who's a champion. We're going to get into that later. Right. But I appreciate great wrestling. She is, in terms of great wrestler. I would have had a problem with her winning this, but again, I told you I want her to go full Hogan at this point. I want her to be the dynasty for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because I want to see the world burn, but I'm for it. I want to see this run. It's an interesting and strong women's division too, which makes it even more interesting to see if she can do this because she has yet to fight Bianca, and Bianca's already taken out all the other 4 horsewomen, and this is the last one. So I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm happy Charlotte's back. I don't mind her getting the Mania match because I don't know what else Tiffany will be doing anyway.
That's a good point. Who else would Tiffany? I mean, did she fight Nia Jax? I don't think they fought yet. I don't think they had a rematch, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to see that at Mania.
Right.
Well, the thing is, yeah, as I said, she's a great wrestler. I fully admit that. Yeah. But if you're such a great wrestler, okay, wrestle these other women in these matches to get to your title shot.
Well, hang on a second.
Don't say, "Oh, I'm getting a title shot."
Well, she doesn't just do that. Let's keep that in mind
yes,
too. No, hold on. No, she doesn't. Because first of all, everyone else, but she doesn't go and be like, "I'm doing this." No, Vince McMahon put her in that match. All right, let's remember that.
I'm saying I wish they booked her that way. That's what I'm saying. That's why you can't really compare it to regular sports. Because Mahomes, the team has to win these games to get up there.
You say Charlotte doesn't win?
They won. How many games you got to win to get to the Super Bowl?
You got, was it
3 games if you're the wild card, 2 games if you're a bye week.
Right.
I'm saying,
how many games in the regular season?
For the full season, yeah.
Oh, 19 to 20 games if you count.
Okay.
19 to 20 games. But but hang on a second. Like, you're going to tell me, okay, but you can't help it if someone gives her the challenge. Like, here's one thing you can't do in the NFL either. You can't defend your championship. Asuka gave Charlotte the challenge. Like, Asuka could have said, no, earn your way. But she said, no, I'll challenge you. Like, sometimes some of these people be like, no, I can beat you. But you also can't deny that either.
To BJ's point, Tiffany's on record saying, I want to face Charlotte.
Like, if Rhea, she went after Charlotte after she won the Rumble. So it's like, I get what you're saying, but it's also, you got to put some of that weight on the challenger.
But then Charlotte's been around. Ain't like she's a brand new person. She might be on that Roman Reigns type schedule too. She's got that built up clout. So, it is what it is.
But like I said, my argument is not fully about the Rumble. My argument is about what's already been done and why a lot of people don't like her coming up to this point.
No, I get that.
Like I said, she's about a 14-time. She really is already a 16-time champion.
Yeah.
If you want to count those NXT titles, to me, she's already a 16-time champion. And so all those title rings is like because she said herself, I am the line. I don't need to get in the back of the line and like I am the line or whatever it is. Yeah. So I don't have to go and do this and do that. I'm Charlotte Flair.
And Triple H said he's the game, and he gets the title all he wants to. We sitting here celebrating him. So it's like that's the thing too. It's like that same venture. Yeah, I know, but I never hear it that highly in Triple H or even John Cena. It seems like with Charlotte, it's so extra, and it's like, well, why can't I get that same energy for some of those guys? Because I've been like that with Triple H forever, but people call me a hater.
The hate was real for the game now, but I want to hear. I think my audio went out. Did you say Triple H is the game? I just want something happened with my computer.
No, Triple H said that. That's who said that. I didn't get that at the time, but he said he was the game. He said it runs through him. Forget a line. I am the game you play.
That's
you know they say. You know how they say, "Hate, don't hate the player, hate the game." Triple H said that's me.
It's in his song.
So
Play
it's like
the game.
I don't know.
You never be the same.
I get where you're coming from. I do, but it's like,
I'm just saying why a lot of people don't favor her and they wish somebody else would get that spot.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that I've come to embrace it and accept it for what it is.
So you said you want her to come back and basically Hulk Hogan this thing, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the extra part, though. Yeah, I did say that.
You said you would. So now unpack that. What do you see? What do you mean by that? Unpack that.
Well, I mean, the worst case scenario would be that she comes in, wins at Mania, and she stays the champion all the way into the next Mania, if not beyond. That would be the worst case scenario of that. That would be ultra dynamic. And you know what? The reason why is because whoever beats her, that's the hero. That's the Cody Rhodes of the women's division.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess, that goes to the point also. Who is that white, I don't want to say white meat baby face, but who is that top baby face in the women's division? Well, what would you say?
Well, Bianca?
That's what I'm about to say.
I would like to say Bianca too, but she's so tied up in this. Like, what's she going to do in Mania? She ain't going to have a singles match in Mania, is she?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But from what we're saying, if Charlotte beats Tiffany, at WrestleMania, I say hold the belt till SummerSlam, and Bianca defeats the final horsewoman. That's what she been wanting to do.
Yeah, but that's a WrestleMania thing with Bianca, because she's also got that streak too.
Yeah,
that's the reason why. And plus, I don't want to give Charlotte no short reign at SummerSlam. I ain't about to do that to her. If she loses it, it'll be at the next Rumble.
Most of her reign's been short like that.
Exactly. That's why I don't want to do that to her. Because most of her reigns, she's been nothing but that's another thing people discredit about her. She's been more of a transitional champion. Like all these title reigns that is talked about why she usually gets them so she can lose them to somebody else. Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like she needs a reign.
That's what I said. They just padding her stats. That's all. That's really what they're doing with a lot of these reigns she's had.
And that's why I don't want the pad stat reign. That's one of the other, I guess, underlying issues why I want a Hogan reign, because she already has that whole she's overly decorated, but she needs a legitimate long reign to the queen thing. That's her gimmick. Like, you need a long reign to kind of go with it. And that's the one thing I feel like she's missing.
Well, I don't know. She ain't got enough to really prove from really. So I say WrestleMania SummerSlam still a pretty good reign.
Yeah, but
from WrestleMania SummerSlam?
Yeah. April to what? August?
No, like 4 months?
It's just 4 months.
4 or 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah, Gunther was like 666 days.
And Roman was...
Roman was like 1,000+ days. 40 days, 40...
And we want that continuously? They don't want all these long reigns like this.
No, we're just thinking about one women's title for one woman. You could hot potato all... The Intercontinental between Braun Breaker and Jey Uso was short.
It sure was.
That sure
43
was.
days for Motor City Kelly Guns.
Well, yeah.
So, where does so we're SmackDown. Charlotte comes out, of course, and she's going to point to the WrestleMania sign. Does she go after Rhea or does she go after Tiffany?
I mean, I would assume Tiffany.
Yeah.
Either that or Tiffany comes out first and say pick me.
Oh, that could be the case. I can see Tiffany doing that. Maybe. Has she defended that title yet? Let me see.
No. I don't think so. She's come out there and talked about how she really didn't care. You know.
Yeah, she Bailey.
Oh, yeah.
About that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That down. Yeah. Dang, I forgot
That just happened, too.
Yeah. Oh, that was 2 weeks ago, right?
No, last Friday.
It wasn't this past
Don't
Friday.
ask me. Oh, my goodness. I'm so off of my
About
schedule.
a week and a half ago.
Well, yeah, because the past Friday on SmackDown, she got squashed by Nia Jax. So,
Yeah, it was 17th, which was about 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
okay.
Bailey beat Tiffany. It was a 20-minute match.
So Tiff is an obvious choice for Charlotte Flair. So, okay. Well, they're gonna have the women's elimination chamber. Do you think it's a possibility that one of the girls that we probably thought that could have won the Royal Rumble may have a chance at this title too? Will it be a triple threat match?
That's possible.
Because the elimination chamber to me always felt like it's another way to the title, right?
Yeah.
That's how they treat it. I was talking earlier. I was wondering if it will be a gambit where Rhea will be defending her title. If not, it could be a situation where if it is a title shot situation, that winner faces Rhea for her title.
Or what if people feel like majority of people feel Charlotte comes back and she just gets things handed to her? What if they put her Rumble slot? What if they put her rightful
in the chamber?
What if they put that on the line at the chamber, right? What if they do that?
I'm Charlotte. I'm protesting. What the hell is this? Let's just start there.
It'd be interesting, but I don't see that happening. I just see whoever wins the chamber fights Rhea. Rhea didn't do anything at Royal Rumble, and she doesn't have to do anything at Elimination Chamber. She could just be out there and say, a commentary or, just make an appearance and see, and then go in the chamber after the person wins the chamber, she can just go out there in the chamber and do that little pose off, how they do. So that's what I think. Whoever wins the chamber fights Rhea, and it's interesting to see who that's going to be. Like I was going for Bianca or Jordynne Grace to win the Rumble. That's the two people I'm most excited about to face Rhea.
Okay.
So,
Jordynne Grace versus Rhea would probably be a good match. So, does Jordynne Grace go to NXT or is she signed directly to a Raw or SmackDown?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. So, with that being stated, Jordynne Grace, I got her, where is she? She was eliminated by Julia, right?
Right.
You have to kind of think this may lead to her going into NXT to kind of get some revenge on that. To answer your question, I think she's going to have her first stint in NXT, and then they may call her, possibly Julia and Stephanie Valkyrie up. I'm thinking if I had to put a timeline on it, either by Survivor Series, if not some time in between that or SummerSlam.
That's good.
Yeah, because, Julia needs some time with the championship. NXT championship. I feel like Stephanie Valkyrie is going to be the new North American Women's Champion. So those as your two champions, is great for the brand. And so, unless they got a number of women down there that can probably take those spots after them. So like who we got? Jada Parker,
Ruka.
Yeah, Ruka, Jada Parker,
Kalani Jordan.
Roxanne's still on there, right?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez still, but I feel like she's coming up faster than before everybody else.
That's fair.
Especially after what she did last night. So,
yeah. And NXT has a deep women's roster.
Right. Some of those women, they're not even on air like that,
Yeah, we haven't seen Thea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in a minute.
After Chase split up or was forced to split up pretty much.
Yeah, that's true.
Retiring. Yeah, she hasn't been around. None of them have really been around. So Andre Chase, he's been, wallowing in the back, but everybody else ain't been seen like that.
It's fascinating to see what they do. So I think I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with the rest of this women's roster. I do think a large percentage of them will probably be called up sooner than later.
Because you still got Lash Legend and was it Jakara? Is it Jakara?
Yeah, Jakara Jackson. She wasn't there last night though.
No, she was.
But Lash Legend was, yeah.
I
So
thought that was interesting.
Lash Legend Jordan Grace match doesn't sound too bad either.
Oh, yeah. Because I mean, I feel like Lash is getting better and better every time we see her. Her and Chikara actually. So I would like to see that match. Like I said, that's if Jordan Grace goes to NXT. It's a wait and see. They have nobody that's really saying anything about it. But I knew she was gonna be in this Rumble though. I mean, yeah, it was kind of a given with her just signing and everything. That it makes sense, especially since she was in there last year.
Right. She stood out. She stood out in the Rumble as well. And the Women's Rumble as a whole was really good. What's some of the highlights that stood out to you guys?
I guess for me, it was, Nia Jax, because I like Nia Jax. She had the most eliminations. But for me personally, I was a little taken aback by seeing Trish. I did not expect to see her in there. And I'm big on it. I like the Alexa Bliss come back too.
She got a big pop too.
Yeah.
She got a big pop. I think for me it was Roxanne Perez. I think she really impressed me last night. And I tell you who else impressed me was Iva from the American. Is it American?
American Alpha? Yeah, that's
She
right.
impressed me last night. You know, I could see her because old girl, the Intercontinental Champion, she needs some people to go up against. So I think Ivy would be a good challenge for her. There's a lot of people she needs some people to go up with her, in my opinion, to further solidify herself as that Intercontinental Champion, you know? And maybe somewhere in there we'll start to see who she really is, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. She's still a little flat.
Yeah, she needs some challenges. I mean, she got plenty of them, I believe. Like Selena, like Ivy Nile. They probably gonna put Maxxine Dupri in there somewhere. I don't know why. They gave her a lot of spotlight in the Rumble too.
What is that? Why you hating on Maxxine? Maxxine trying like the rest of them girls.
She trying. Yeah. She ain't good.
That's my problem though. She's trying too much. I need you to quit trying. I need you to start doing.
She like the Stacy Keibler of this thing.
Oh, that doesn't help. That does not help your case. At least not for me.
Well, good old King. King would have had a good time with that, right?
No, he would love. He would love a lot of these women, honestly.
But Ron, what stood out to you in the Women's Rumble?
Like I said, Jordan Grace coming back. Yeah, Alexa Bliss. I didn't think she was gonna come back, but I was surprised she still had that doll. She loved that doll. I mean, I guess it sold a lot, and now she got a new T-shirt with it. So maybe she's back full time. We'll see. I know she was off for a long time. Like I said, about 2 years. And so it's interesting to see her come back. I was looking for certain other women like Jade or AJ Lee to come back. I think we've been looking for AJ Lee for some years now. So that was a high hope.
Yeah, kind of a wishful thinking type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing Nikki Bailey come back was interesting. I didn't expect that.
Nikki Bella. I was booing at that point for her to come out number 30, especially.
At least you had a reaction.
I wasn't excited at all.
I don't think anyone had a reaction. No pop.
Yeah.
No,
because that number 30 spot is always the one where we think is going to be the biggest surprise, and it's something we just all going to like and talk about. And sometimes we get disappointed, and that was one of those moments because I didn't really want to see Nikki Bella. So it is what it is. I mean, like I said, you said Nia had a great. She eliminated like 6 people at one time.
Oh yeah, right. She knocked them all off the apron.
I
love how the little banner just kept highlighting it because it had to count for all of them.
Yeah.
How did y'all feel about that banner? Now that we had enough time to kind of rest on it.
I liked it. I kind of like what we said last night. I wish it would have been a little thinner, but I mean, it made sense. So now we got to see. All right, we got like 16 or 11 people active, and so far 2 people's been eliminated. So it added that dynamics to it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it very. Keep us informed about what's going on. especially people because they always thinking about new viewers, and they want to keep them informed about and what's going on, how the match works for one, and who's all in it, how many we got left, and so I thought it was good. I think it should be just like that going forward. Like I said, we was thinking about, like I said, thinner or pop up when certain moments happen, so we'll know we don't have to be on the screen the whole time exactly. But I still enjoy it. I still like that touch that they added with that.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It was nice.
If they showed something like that in the ring, or in the arena.
Oh, maybe. He probably had it on the Titantrons, you would think. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Could be. But man, I'm a little disappointed. We need some answers. I need to know. Because our last Ledger came out, and for a second there, her theme song kind of sounds like she wanted to be Jade Cargill to me. I don't know.
Wow.
I need some answers. We need to know, when we gonna find out who beat up my girl Jade?
I don't know. It felt like they just stopped telling that story for a moment. What happened? Did they even mention it on SmackDown? They haven't mentioned it like the last 2 weeks on SmackDown, have they?
I don't know. They like sprinkling it in every 2 weeks or 2 to 3 weeks. They trying to sprinkle it in. They're trying to stretch it. Like I said, I think it's gonna build up to a WrestleMania match, and so that's why they're trying to spread it out a little bit. Let Bianca and Naomi continue to show off their team because they always matching with the outfits. You see they got new tag team moves every time they wrestle. They defended the championships, showing that they're a real team.
Paper team.
That's what some of us say, but not me.
That's hilarious.
So I feel like that's what they're doing, and they spread it out, showing the real bond between Naomi and Bianca. And I feel like it's Naomi who did it. And so when that news drops, that'll hit everybody hard. You know what I'm saying? Because they see the bond between Naomi and Bianca right now, and so. And I think, and then like I said, they want to build that up to WrestleMania. They don't want to, everybody be ready for the match, but they ain't going to have it to WrestleMania. That's too long of a gap. So they trying to, like I said, sprinkle it in throughout the months. And I would say around Elimination Chamber, they will let it happen, let it drop, let the news drop.
Yeah, it's next month. Yeah.
What is Elimination Chamber exactly?
March 1st.
Is March?
March 1st, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because the Rumble happened February. It is February. I'm so used to the Rumble being a January pay-per-view.
January 28th, like the last week.
Yeah, last week in January, but okay. I don't know. I was thinking that, you know what, because we're asking this question, that Jay's going to end up coming back this week. Just on the SmackDown, because it is kind of a mystery that she hadn't appeared in the Rumble. I don't know, and even if she does come back, I'll be interested to see what happens, because how do you get to the main event? Who is she fighting? Is it going to be a tag match against Bianca and Naomi? Is it going to be a singles match against Naomi while Bianca says something, I'm going to do something different? Is it a triple threat match? I don't know. Maybe it was somebody else. Maybe they're going to pull a surprise and be like, no, it wasn't Naomi. It was
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, right? Why not? Who knows? Stephanie Valkyrie. Randall.
Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, it was Thea Hall. That's why we haven't seen her in so long. She hates tall people. So I don't know. But listen, I don't know if she's coming back, but I'm going to play the gambit. She'll be back this Friday on SmackDown.
I wouldn't be disappointed in that. That would make me feel at ease. But I want to know, who's the better combination? Is it Naomi and Bianca or Jade and Bianca?
Well, it's Jade and Bianca, but I just don't want Bianca in the tag team. But it is Jade and Bianca. My personal take.
I'm interested to hear why.
Oh, no, don't have me do this. As much as I get on Jade Cargill about her wrestling, Naomi does not have an offensive move that looks convincing. I do not like Naomi's style of wrestling. Her little glow butt bombs and stuff like that, it's cool. But it's like, she tries to wrestle like a cruiserweight without the full athleticism of it. And she can't really do heavyweight. So honestly, I feel like the two powerhouses of Jade and Bianca work better because their styles complement each other more than Naomi. And I get it. Bianca can work with anyone. This is why I feel like it's such a travesty to just keep her in the tag team division. But if I had to choose one, oh yeah, I'm choosing the original.
Well said. Digital audience, make sure you turn that up, replay it.
Don't have me retract that statement.
We got to hear. We got to hear. How about you, Ron?
I'm gonna go with Naomi and Bianca.
Whoa.
I feel like they have better tag team moves. And
That's fair.
I feel like, I mean, and then, you might not like how Naomi pulls off her moves or how the effect of them, but I don't either. Everything looks better and the matches go smoother. I mean, I like Jade, but Naomi's been in this longer and had more reps, and so it's almost a given. And she's been a world champion.
That's fair.
So
that
means she got more credibility.
Yeah, she does. I give you that. It's not unfactual. He's right about all that. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, that's why I give it to Naomi. That's why I said that Naomi's legit in this tag team run because she's defended the belt like 2 or 3 times, and she had like 4 matches with it. With Bianca.
Oh, I don't want to get back into that discussion.
Yeah, we ain't got to do all that. We already had a conversation.
Yeah. It's just, again, for me, though, it's just the aesthetics of Naomi. Her moves just, for my eyes, it's not pretty. That's all it is.
I mean, it's kind of like she need a new repertoire because, I mean, that's kind of played out now,
Have you ever seen Sonny Kiss?
Yeah.
Sonny Kiss, he's a male wrestler. His style is very similar to Naomi, but he pulls it off so beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
And they have honestly, if I could have a perfect world, Naomi and Sonny Kiss need to be a tag team.
Really?
That's a perfect world.
Yeah. I feel like they had a match in TNA or...
No, that would be cool if I could find that.
I think they did have a match or something like that. So they do have similar styles. They do have similar styles.
Yeah.
Okay. Sonny Kiss. Wasn't this person in AEW?
He was. Yeah. Kenny squashed him in a match for a tournament to the world title. And he's kind of just been since then. But I don't think he's in AEW anymore.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I know he went to TNA. But yeah, her style may change between depending on this storyline and that she goes heel, it may change a little bit. So we'll see. And she might get more aggressive if she makes that heel turn. So we'll see what happens.
That might be wishful thinking. And she makes that a heel turn. She's so big on the glow. And I mean, after I saw her, it looked like she was, on the rope. When I think who was she hitting? She was hitting somebody, moved out the way, and then the person came and who got eliminated when she was standing there. She moved out the way. Somebody, I think Nia Jax must have came through.
Piper Niven.
Okay.
I don't know. I never been a big Naomi fan. And, the glow character to me is like find something else. I just think about just a big old party, but that's probably what it is because we're going to talk about Jey soon. He's a big old party and that's it. So that just might be what it is. But listen, we want to know your thoughts about the Women's Royal Rumble. What stood out to you in that? I think it was a great way to kick off the Royal Rumble. How would you grade that the showing of the Women's Royal Rumble? What would you give it?
It's a B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it a B because, like I said, I enjoyed all the women that were in it from every roster, from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, all represented well.
Mm-hmm.
And all the nationalities are represented well, unlike the men, where we will speak. We will speak on later.
Let's talk about it. Who do we have?
What?
Who else outside? I mean, who else was going to be there? I thought it was a good mixture.
We'll talk about the men in a minute. We're gonna go in line.
I'm intrigued to talk about it. Let me see. What else we got to talk about?
We go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, real quick. I want to finish your analysis on the Women's Rumble real quick.
I
give it a B. I would have picked a different winner, of course. I mean, but if you're gonna pick Charlotte, it is Charlotte. Charlotte's one of the best. Like I said, there's no denying it. So, and I would like to see how her and Tiffany do at WrestleMania. I think it's gonna be a great match. So, that's why I ain't too mad. But I give it a B plus. So, man, it's a great start to the Rumble. Like I said, and a lot of good moments, and showcased a lot of talent that's not utilized, not seen in a higher light on TV. As far as mid card, like we said, especially with Ivy Now and Zelina Vega, and this is a moment where they definitely are going to get seen in the Rumble, and so I very much enjoyed that. People getting their shine in the Rumble, even though, like I said, Maxxine Dupri is not one of my favorites. She got a lot of time, and she doesn't get that much time like that on a Raw or whatever. Or people, if she does, people not looking at it because they don't have to look at whoever she's fighting. But in Rumble, they're definitely going to look at the Rumble. And so they're going to watch her and see if they like her or not. And so
how did you feel about her in that Rumble though?
In the Rumble, I mean, I've seen her before. I know what she does. She does that little worm, the backwards worm.
Yeah.
I wish she'll stop that.
You're not sold on that one?
You talking about Maxxine?
Yeah, Maxxine, she does it backwards worm. He's just,
Yeah.
well, it'd be like, if you was a new viewer and you saw that, would you be like, hey, who was that? Do you feel like she did enough to keep a audience member?
Oh, I don't want to sound bad with this.
You already.
No, I'm saying, I mean, most of the viewers are guys, so you see where I'm going with that. She looks good.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, you want to have a real opinion? Here's my off the cuff opinion. I think most wrestling fans don't know a good women's wrestler. They just know an attractive woman who they like to see in the ring.
Most wrestling fans.
That could be true too, but I mean that doesn't go for us. I don't believe because
not us. But I mean, people be dumping on Bianca, and I think because she doesn't have a certain body type, or to be praising someone else. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna get to it.
She's a 10.
Yeah, she's really good at performing, but it's the same things that. Well, okay. Either way, I do think that sometimes people take more into appearance than actual in-ring ability with some women wrestlers.
That's life. That's life.
That's true. Because there's some attractive women who aren't great actors.
Yeah, I mean, it's life. But I mean, from I guess a casual person would do that. But then after a while, you're like, hey man, what else you bring to the table other than your looks, right?
Oh yeah, I would hope so. But like I said, I've watched her for some time, and I just don't see it yet. I didn't like people bad mouthing her and trying to hurt her feelings and everything. I didn't like that. I'm just saying, she's not one of my favorite wrestlers on the roster. And I'd rather see Io Sky or, like I said, Bianca Belair or Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley,
Zoe Stark.
Yeah, I'd rather see Zoe Stark. Yes.
Okay.
I don't think it's her fault. I think it's because look at the gimmick she's in. She's in a gimmick, right? Oldest in the. Yeah, you can't. You don't take any of those three seriously, right?
Well, I don't know. Oldest maybe. But look, I don't even think it's that. I don't know. Gimmick or not, Maxxine isn't just good for me. Like, I don't think she's just good.
And I used to take Otis seriously. Until he had a big moment and he didn't really do anything against Chad Gable.
Yeah, but I still can. I'll put it like this. I feel as if they did drop the ball on that, but you can still do something with Otis. Maxxine Dupri, she's a good presence to have like in a group, in a faction. I'm not saying she's bad at everything she does. Just like in her in-ring ability, she's fine. But I ain't.
Otis' arms are too short to box with God. I mean, what else were you going to do?
Oh, you can sit here and have feuds with well, he can still fight Chad Gable, which I would like to see that go somewhere.
Well,
perhaps Maxxine is still trying to find herself like a lot of other people. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
But I don't have to like every woman on the roster as far as being an in-ring talent.
I mean, everybody can't have zero body fat like Jey. I mean, it's just.
Maxxine Dupri ain't have a lot of body fat either, though. She's lean.
Ain't got nothing to do with her body. I like to say it's about her skill.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And that's what I'm looking for. And are you good on the that's what wrestling is. Are you good on the mic? And how good are you in the ring for it? And sometimes if you're good on the mic, you don't even have to be good on the ring.
Oh, no, that's a good transition.
That is a good transition. That is.
I know who that could be referring to right now.
That is. Lead the way, BJ.
Oh, Well, speaking of people who are possibly really good on the mic, but some would say questionably in the ring, how do we feel about the men's 2025 Royal Rumble winner, the People's Champ, Mr. Yeatman, Big Time Jey Uso? I'm sorry, main event Jey Uso.
Oh my God, I'm glad you brought that up, Mr. Professor. I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people online, they have mixed reviews, and I've been recorded on these episodes saying I'm not a big Jey Uso guy, right? But I'm happy that he got his moment. On the other side, all you Jey Uso fans out there, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Ashamed of yourselves. The boy got his shine, and now y'all turning on the man. Why is Jey Uso winning? I mean, that's you guys here, and not the digital audience of the champions corner. You guys are brilliant. You guys are brilliant.
Yeah, we have smart, intelligent fans.
Yeah, you're smart, intelligent. You guys wouldn't be like that. I'm talking about these other people. These other people, they're online saying how they're disappointed. They had other hopes. I just want to know who these other people were. Maybe it was CM Punk. Maybe it was Drew McIntyre. Maybe it was your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. But guys, how do you feel about, and to your point, Ron, how do you feel about Jey Uso? Some would say he's subpar on the microphone. He's subpar on the microphone, but he has a really great excitement with the audience. Do you feel like this? Because this is the word on the street, that Jey Uso could very well win the world title, but after that, it'll kind of be like Coffee Mania. It'll kind of be just like something that just fizzles out and dies off. What do you feel? What do you see?
I can see that. Like I said, like that's what a lot of people say. It's better so with a baby face like Jey Uso. He's better on the chase for the title, and then having the moment right there. So it may happen. It just depends on how they tell the story afterwards. If he does get the world championship. As far as his in-ring ability, I feel like he's getting better, and he's trying to take different moves and incorporate them in his repertoire. And so, because he did a Poison Rana last night, I ain't never seen him do that. And so
that was different. Yeah.
Because people want to see more from him, especially after that. People going to continue to say about his match with Jimmy at WrestleMania 40. People going to always talk about, hey, man, that was a stinker, man. What y'all do? All y'all did was super kicks. So that's what I'm saying. Incorporate more moves. That's why I was happy he did a Poison Rana last night. He got the spear now. And he's trying to do a little bit more every time. Because like he said, going and fighting Gunther at that's main event. I'm still trying to prove myself. I've been a tag team wrestler for years. You were right about that. That's a fact. So I'm continuing to be in the mindset. It takes more than a few months, or more than a year, to figure myself out as an individual. And so he's still doing that. And he got all these people already on his side, and that's helped building his self-esteem up, his confidence up. And so, and it's building all the way up to this Rumble win and hopefully a championship win at WrestleMania. And so he's trying to get better and better and figure himself out as a single wrestler. Because and once he was doing that, he got pulled back into the bloodline stuff. So that probably sidetracked him. And now I'm back in the tag team situation. And so, and now I got to revert back there. I got to get off of that again. And now I'm back in the singles mindset. I want to get this world championship. That's why he said before the Royal Rumble, I can beat him. I know I can do it. Especially after that loss, he's learning Gunther. That's his first time. Well, probably a second, third time fighting Gunther. Yeah, so he's still learning. Yeah, it's still he's still learning Gunther, and he feel like, okay, I got it now. I'm gonna get this Rumble win. I'm gonna get the Mania. I will be prepared to win that world championship. And so that's the path I see him on right now. So I'm always gonna be a fan of Jey Uso. Uso's period, but Jey Uso, he getting a better reaction than almost anybody on the roster. So it was right for them to give him that, and he worked hard for it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take an approach. What type of world do we live in where a person who is very mediocre on the microphone, very small in their move sets, granted they're a great merch seller, but where do we get off of people like that win the Royal Rumble, right? Pick unrelated. The thing I'm trying to make is Jey Uso is the type of person who can be the guy who everyone thinks he can be, that top tier dog. But I gotta admit, I ain't really big on trying to see this match at Mania either against Gunther. I'm happy he won the Rumble, though. It's good for his resume. And I think that's one thing we need to consider. Jey Uso's building a resume. He's going to be that top dog one day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine with it. But I don't know. We'll see. If Jey does win, here's my question. How long do you see him being champion?
Oh, well, like I was saying for the Charlotte thing, I mean, I feel like he going into SummerSlam.
But so now back to the graphic you
got
shared. I want you to unpack that for the digital audience.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out for a second.
Okay, what I was just saying, right? One trick pony. What does Austin do? Austin's a talker. Austin ain't no fighter. He's a brawler. He ain't got no wrestling moves. What was he, Mr. What, right? And lastly, he's a merch seller. Everything would describe his Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's the point I was making.
So
every complaint that people have about Jey Uso right now can be attributed to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I mean,
that was my.
I would say.
I was thinking that. I just want to put that out there for the audience.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean that's
I thought that's where you were. I thought that's where we were going too. But I don't know. Stone Cold was a trend. I mean, he's trans. What's the word? Transcended.
Yeah, he transcended. But I mean, granted, he's not going to be. Jay's not going to do that. But you can't tell me Jay don't get a reaction like Stone Cold did.
Yeah, outside of the reaction, I think for that time frame, that's what they needed. I mean, because they needed a trash talker. I mean, they needed somebody that. I mean, I guess you could say the equivalent. I don't know if Jay has a place in pop culture. Austin had a place where it was the common man that was upset with his boss, that really wish he could go to work and beat his boss down like that. I guess they were living vicariously through Austin. I mean, Austin, a suplex here and there and a beer drink,
Well, you're speaking about the character of who he was. When I'm speaking about what they are and how they're reactive, I'm not saying that they're the same in what they do. But what I am saying is that Austin was a high merch seller. So is Jey Uso. Right. Austin doesn't have a high repertoire of movesets. Well, neither does Steve Austin, or neither does Jey Uso. Mm-hmm. Steve Austin, he wasn't going to... granted, he had the Austin 316 promo. He had the DTA stuff. But at some point, he became a one-trick pony with just the what thing, right? He kind of... I don't say he phoned it in, but it kind of felt like that.
He didn't even like the whole what direction.
But in the end of it, the crowd did.
Yeah.
And it kind of became a thing of his. In fact, he made a whole shirt about it. So it's like, okay, even if I don't use Austin, I could say the same thing for Hulk Hogan. Even if I don't use Hulk Hogan, I can do the same thing. Well, Lure doesn't count. I wouldn't do him.
Some people will say John Cena.
Well, I can't say Cena because Cena is good on the mic, though.
Yeah,
so I don't think Hogan was good on the mic. I think Hogan would ramble a lot.
So you didn't think Austin was good on the mic?
It all depends on who he went against.
Right. Okay. I mean, for the majority of the time, it was him and Vince.
Yeah, I know. And I guess, I don't know.
He did so. He did work with a lot of Triple H, The Rock. Yeah.
Jey Uso's worked with a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, do you want to hear Jey Uso talk on the mic or you want to hear Stone Cold talk on the mic?
I feel like it's the same thing. That's the thing for me. I feel like they're both I don't have a problem with either one. And I feel like they're both in the same. Jay doesn't say anything I don't like. It ain't like when Jey Uso come out, it's like, oh God, when's this going to be over? It's like, Jey Uso's coming out. Let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I never felt that way about Jay. I'm just not a big Jay guy. No,
I get that. And like I said, I didn't have him winning it either. And I'm not necessarily thrilled that he did win, but I'm also looking at it as it's a Rumble win. And that's just going to be a notch on his belt. And Jey Uso is kind of missing that. Like we mentioned. So here's the thing we got to consider too. I love that RC brought it up, the whole Bloodline story. During the Bloodline story, Jey Uso was probably the most magnified character in that whole thing. He was the guy who someone felt like the story was based around. Even though it was Roman, right? Everything sort of revolved around him. From Sami to Jimmy to Roman, everything somehow evolved around him. So now that he's on his own, it's like, well, he ain't all that. It's like, I get you. I'm not disagreeing, but...
Yeah. Good point. Good takeaway. I would say, and that's why, I really mean it when I say, like, Roman really put Jay on. Like, I think that's what Jay needed. Jay needed something like that.
Yeah.
So that he can be where he is now, because I think his song says it all, His song says everything you need to know, right? And I think that has something to do with being in the bloodline. I think you're 100% right that was more so about bringing out what's in Jey Uso, because he was a tag team person for so long. And I think like I told somebody on online, you know, let Jey do his thing. Let's see where it goes. Because I mean, those are one of the things. If you had to say you needed a criteria to win the world title, right? Back in the day, I feel like the Intercontinental title and winning a Royal Rumble was like the prerequisites before you could get the world title.
It helps.
Right.
It helps.
Yeah, he's done both. I wish he had the Intercontinental title longer, but it is what it is. Braun Breaker's a great champion, so
You
yeah,
know, up until Roman, nobody was really holding the title a long time like back in the day.
yeah.
Well,
That's why he celebrates so much.
There was those mid-card titles like the Intercontinental US that some people were holding because you kind of felt like Vince forgot they had them.
Probably did.
So some people have long reigns just because they weren't being utilized on TV, if that counts.
Well, and then I guess they use them in different ways. It's not always about the match. It's about, you know, merch sales and stuff like that. You know, talking on the microphone. But so that's a really good point you brought up, Professor. And I would include John Cena in that. I would.
Okay.
I would include John. So would you include, this is interesting, would you include The Rock in that discussion?
That is an interesting one because I don't think The Rock had great in-ring ability. I think he was just a very entertaining individual. I think he was great on the microphone. I think he was electrifying. And I think like he can do the wrestling. I'm not saying he can't wrestle. I'm not saying these people can't wrestle when I say in-ring ability, but like I am a fan of the technical wrestler, Bret Hart, Bryan Danielson's, like, you know, your guys who get down there and can work you different ways. Like,
Triple H? Jesus.
Dean Malenko. Triple H is actually one who can fall into that category to a degree. He can get down there and do technical work. He didn't really do it a lot, but he could.
Turn up your sound. Turn your sound up on that sound.
Okay, anyway. But nonetheless, so for me, I could put The Rock. Well, see, that's the thing, right? Most of those big time face stars are like that. Hogan, Austin, Rock. You can say Cena. Like that's just what they are. Undertaker. You know?
Yeah, Undertaker was kind of terrible up until what? Yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we're terrible in what aspect?
I mean, I'll give you one. I'll give you a match. Austin and Taker, that SummerSlam, 98, I believe.
SummerSlam 98. Let me see if I can find this real quick.
I think how would it hit? Which one that was? 90, I think it was 90.
I think one of them were injured in that match. They got a documentary on that.
I don't know, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, I think Taker was injured in that one. That's the Buried. That's not Buried Alive.
No, it wasn't Buried Alive match.
That shit just went.
How would it hit between Austin and Undertaker? If you go and look at that match, I don't think it was that game.
What aspect are you talking about? Wrestling wise or what? What are you talking about?
Yeah. I think
the wrestling.
Yeah, Undertaker got way better as he got older.
I mean, watch it. It's 20 minutes. I'm gonna watch that. That's gonna be an interesting one. You know, The Rock and Triple H had a ladder match on that same pay-per-view.
Yeah, I like that. And speaking of The Rock, that man, he's like I say, he's a great wrestler, but it's just he couldn't pull that sharpshooter off to save his life.
Oh my God, that was the ugliest sharpshooter here. I don't even think he never. All he did was just cross legs, turn around, and just yell.
I mean, I think if you was to ask those guys that, or considering the time frame it was in, I don't think those guys. I think it was more about the entertainment aspect. You know?
Okay. Well, no.
You think about The Rock. Do you think about, this is a technical wrestler, blah 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 blah, or do you think of his promos?
No, but that's the thing I was saying, right? That's what the thing I'm saying. Every top Sting. Let's go to WCW. Well, go ahead, Ron. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm saying that's our point. Like I said, sometimes it don't matter how great you are, you know how technical you are or whatever like that. If you are entertaining on that mic and you could bring those fans in, you're our top guy.
Yeah.
As long as you got some of the basics down and add a new move here and there, you're good.
I don't even think it's basics. Like, I mean, the people's elbow was electrifying. I mean, I guess
but that is a basic move, though.
I think it's the most devastating move out there. No,
I think it's the theatrics behind it, right? It's probably the theatrical element behind it, right?
That's all it is.
Do we really, from a scale of 1 to 10, how entertaining is Jey Uso on the microphone? Entertaining, really?
7.
It's entertaining because the fans are into everything he's saying because they're going to right out to that.
The fans just want to say eat.
Okay, but it's still
I
7.
mean, it's true, but it's crowd participation. If you got crowd participation,
scale from 1 to 10.
Oh,
1 to 10, okay.
Okay, you got to say that.
okay. Well, let me ask you a question. What is it when The Rock says "and the millions"?
Oh, that's
What is it when The Rock? Is it when The Rock says something and he pauses? You go back and watch those Rock promos and tell me how much of that is crowd participation.
Bro, those old Rock promos, Jesus.
That's all they are is crowd participation, though.
Those things was electric. Those things were electric.
Look, Goldberg couldn't carry a note, but you were so over. People love Goldberg.
I don't know why they love Goldberg.
Yeah, me either. I hated Goldberg.
Yeah. But
I don't know why they love Goldberg.
But include the passion he has also. Crowd participation, and then the passion in Jey Uso's promos, and then incorporating some bloodline storyline, whatever it is. There you go. That's Jey Uso got a good ingredients to get over on as decent as he is on the mic. That may say he's the greatest or one of the best on the mic, but all those incorporated, it makes you want to hear what he got to say.
I mean, I agree, but some of the names that we're naming are like your upper echelon of like, greats, like on the Mount Rushmore type things.
But you got to start somewhere, though. Like, they all, let's not forget, okay, going back to The Rock, Rocky Maivia. You mean to tell me Rocky Maivia? I saw Rocky Maivia come out. I would have never guessed this guy would be the final boss, all right? Yeah, I remember stunning Steve Austin. I would have never thought he'll be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I mean, I'm not from the standpoint of saying like Jey Uso is a total waste of time. I don't say that. I think he's earning it. But this is an interesting conversation. Interesting viewpoints.
Well, I'll leave one last point to this. I think another viewpoint, at least why the fans are so behind Jey, is because, again, the storyline, a bloodline, we saw the struggles he went through, and some people probably were really 5-year-long story, right? Some people who probably started seeing Jey 5 years ago were like really young, and now getting older, that's attachment right there. So it's like, he has a fan base for life for those who really related to that story of being gaslit into doing something you don't want to do and then emerging from it and now becoming a star out of it.
Absolutely. Like, I'm definitely thrilled to see what's going to happen. I'm not one of those that, saying, oh, why? It's kind of like a waste of time. I mean, there are a camp out there that said this whole thing is just going to burn up in flames, but,
Well, we'll see how it goes. What happened with did Kofi Money burn up in flames?
Coffee Mania died out. It had a decap. I mean, it was gone.
I thought it was still pretty good. It just I didn't like how it ended. How it ended was just terrible.
So I mean, did it go down in flames though? Because how that ended, like, did it just crash and burn in the end?
I mean, because he lost in 6 to 8 seconds. I mean,
and it didn't even make an attempt for it again.
So I'm like, it never happened. We always gonna remember it, of course, but it's almost like it never happened because he went straight back to tag team.
And I mean, that happened. I've just never been a big Kofi Kingston guy from day one.
B+ player?
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
Listen, look, we're having that discussion. I'll be honest with you. I like Jey, and I know what you're saying. Defend Jey. He's kind of a B+ player too.
I mean, it's your opinion.
I
think he's making his way up.
He'll make his way up there. He'll be that top guy.
I mean, he's got, like I said, he's got a record by like LeBron in the finals. So,
oh wow, well, at least LeBron won a few. At least I don't know. Jey really won it,
right? And Jey gonna get his at WrestleMania.
That we're gonna see. I'm not ready to go there just yet. There's a likelihood, but I gotta see how this thing plays out going into Mania.
We're gonna see.
Yeah. And I don't know if y'all caught that video with Jimmy was waiting on Jey to come in the bag to give him his, winter shirt that they selling on WWE shop. Went up the Royal Rumble, and then Jey came back with his son, dapped up and hugged Jimmy, which I thought Jimmy was gonna come out in the ring and do that, but he wanted to let Jey have his moment with his son in the ring to celebrate, and so they did it in the back. But also, Fatu came through with the Yeet shirt on and congratulated Jey. and gave him the lei that the Ula part of almost like the Ula father almost, but the lei they had and put it on him. And so also congratulating him. That's what I was surprised that was put on camera. But so that was a very interesting moment between Jacob Fatu and Jey Uso.
I mean, they're fan. They all
I heard
fan.
that Jacob's like The Rock. He doesn't care about that kayfabe stuff.
Yeah, they all fan.
Yeah, Jacob's like, okay, yeah, and what? Cameras ain't on. That's my kid.
Jacob too raw. Jacob is raw.
Jacob don't care.
Raw. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jacob was in the Royal Rumble. Guys, what you think about Jacob? Before we do that, would you be upset if next year this time we're talking about Jacob Fatu as the world champion?
Far from upset. I would love it. Jacob Fatu has all the tools. We love his promos. He can do anything in the ring that you think he can't. He ain't supposed to do it for his size. All gas, no brakes. I mean,
that's true. That's true. I just want to see how we get there. Now, I won't say I'll be upset, but I just want to see how he get there. It'll be that type of thing.
I feel like he could get it this year. I mean,
he could, but again, I just want to see how it's done.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
He could. I mean, he could beat Jey. If Jey wins, and all of a sudden he just pop in the ring.
Yeah. I didn't like that Braun Strowman eliminated him, though. I didn't like Braun Strowman eliminating Jacob Fatu, though. I didn't like that.
He had to get his retribution, though.
Yeah, I guess that was his get back. Because I don't think they're going to have a match again, at least I hope not. So it might have just been his get back.
I mean, somebody was going to do it. Who else was going to be believable to eliminate him?
Oh, everyone in the ring. Just team up and take him out.
That would have been a good angle, too.
Right. It take all y'all to eliminate Jacob. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
So if Jacob shows up in the ring as Jey Uso wins, then we automatically know that title reign's coming to an end, right?
Oh, it's going to be in question.
Yeah.
I'll put it on high red alert.
I'm telling you.
You'll say, I'm Godzilla and King Kong.
I love that right there. That was such a good promo. I like Jacob Fatu.
And then we got to see where Solo factors in all it, because he wasn't in the Rumble.
What's up with that, man? What do you guys think is going through Solo's mind? If you were Solo Sikoa right now.
Man, I got to acknowledge Roman Reigns. Let me just stay out of TV for a minute.
Hey, he might be in that transfer window. He might be trying to get away from everybody just like Jey did.
Oh, but you don't want to go to Raw because that's what Jey is. Like, oh, man.
And
Can I go to NXT? Can I go to TNA?
Hey, and Roman can show up on whatever show he wants to show up on.
That's true. He'll tell you that in a heartbeat. You don't care what show it is. He going to be on that show.
Yeah, but I think Solo would rather worry about Jey than the whole rest of the crew on SmackDown.
Yeah, but he probably just don't want to deal with that. Like, he just don't want to be around any of that.
I think the reason why he walked out the ring is like, man, so Jacob Fatu is talking on my behalf now?
Oh, Jacob talking on his behalf.
You reap what you sow. I mean, you reap what you sow, Solo. We'll see. It's interesting to see.
It will be. I don't know. What do you expect him to be back?
Solo?
Yeah.
What we got?
He should be back before Mania?
He should be back before Mania, and maybe somehow it'll be Jacob versus Solo. Because right now, Jacob's beef could be, man, you kind of doing the same thing Roman did to you after he lost at WrestleMania. What
if he comes back at Money in the Bank as a mystery opponent and Jacob helps him win? People don't know. How about this? How about he comes back at Money in the Bank and Jacob Fatu's in the Money in the Bank match and he wins it. But he only wins it for Solo on the next night of the TV show.
Yeah.
Well, you don't like that idea?
That's a way to get some heel work, because Lord, everybody loves Jacob.
But Jacob's like, he loves Solo though.
I don't know, man. When is Money in the Bank?
Let me take a look and see. But could you see Jacob doing that? Does that even seem like something Jacob would do?
Not this Jacob that's been unleashed.
Nah, man.
Really? He loves Solo.
Barely won the tag team title.
Right. He said he off the leash now.
Yeah.
That don't mean he still don't love Solo though. Who said he was on a leash with Solo? He just mean that I ain't got no one to tell me I can't do it.
That's kind of like the same thing, right?
No, because he's like, listen, I'll do it if Solo tells me to, and I won't if Solo tells me to. But if Solo ain't gonna say nothing, then oh boy, all gas, no brakes.
Well, because now, but see,
April
Solo-
19th, April 20th, Money in the
April
Bank.
20?
Yeah.
Okay, so Solo was up.
I'm sorry, that's WrestleMania. I'm sorry, that's
I was
Mania.
about to say, hold on,
They don't
man.
have a date. They don't have a date for Money in the Bank. It looks like.
Oh, wow, okay.
But
Uh-oh.
Solo was upset because Roman Reigns lost to Cody and vanished. And so here it is, Solo done vanished on Jacob and Tama.
Well, we don't know how they took it though. We still don't know how they're taking it. We just know that they're doing their own thing, but we don't know if they're upset, indifferent, or whatever about it. You know?
Yeah, and then we got to see my boy Tonga Loa coming back.
No,
Put your ones up for Tonga Loa.
Tonga Loa,
There,
baby.
yeah.
Well,
There
they
it
said he was at the Royal Rumble, but he had an arm brace on.
So, okay, so he did hurt his arm. He was one that
Yeah.
hurt his arm.
Yeah.
What did the monster, the other one, the tsunami
Well,
guy,
his ankle or his leg or something?
Bronson Reed?
Ankle?
Should they change these
Yeah, 'cause
names?
he-
Ron Breaker, Bronson Reed.
he was
Bron-
coming down. He hit his ankles on the ropes as he was coming down through the table.
Should they have done that spot?
Well, CM Punk claims that he took him out. So,
I say they should have done that spot. I don't care. They should have done it.
I mean, yeah, that was a good
Adam Copeland shouldn't have done his spot because he was old and had nothing to prove. Bronson Reed is young and he can heal.
That's true. That's true.
I know it's random, but I just had that thought. I'm watching
What?
Collision right now, so there's that too.
Oh, and speaking of Punk, man, him getting eliminated by Logan Paul.
What do you guys think about Logan Paul being number 30 and him getting eliminated by Logan Paul?
I didn't like it. 'Cause, I mean, I forgot Logan Paul was in it. I don't know why. But that's just not the first I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about, oh, who's the last few in here?
All right.
So I just wanted somebody. I knew he was supposed to be in the Rumble, but it just slipped my mind. But so especially for him to come out number 30, it's like, that's the way to just, big way to get heel heat. Because like I said, that number 30 spot is coveted.
Did he declare that? Did he declare the Rumble?
Yeah. Yeah.
He did.
I
Well,
didn't-
the night,
I didn't know that.
I think it was CM Punk and Seth Rollins in the ring.
No, it was Seth and Gunther.
Oh,
Well, let me ask you this. So Logan Paul was in the Rumble. He eliminated CM Punk, but he got eliminated by John Cena.
right.
What happens with Logan Paul? Who does he fight?
Well, he clearly is not going to fight John Cena because John Cena says that he's coming for number 7.
Okay, but that doesn't mean he's going to listen. In order for him to go number 17 at Mania, he's got to win the Chamber, and I'm on record to say he's not winning that match.
Yeah.
So
I think.
no, I know.
But
I don't think
you said where does that leave Logan Paul? Or you said where does that leave Logan Paul?
yeah, because right now I'm just going to say it. I think he may fight Cena. Yeah.
I think so.
I definitely could see that. I'd rather not see it, but
That's fair. Yeah, right. Rather not.
play on
But-
words. But I mean, Logan Paul eliminated Punk and AJ Styles.
Oh,
So AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, tell me that wouldn't be great.
well, AJ Styles, you put him in there with a broomstick, it's going to be great.
I know, but we got Logan Paul, and he's a great athlete.
Yeah, he's a good athlete.
I don't
but
know.
I rather.
Logan Paul should just scream live from WrestleMania.
Oh, that's an option. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, that'd be my option. That's a choice. Yeah,
Yeah.
stream
Have
with
him-
I Show Speed at home with Kai Cenat. Just all
Yep.
stay at home.
All stay at home, have a screaming event.
Yeah, right.
Oh, they was arguing with each other. Constantine and Logan Paul was arguing with each other at the Rumble.
Oh, they
Why?
was.
Yeah, I guess Constantine wasn't cheering for him, so they were just going back and forth after Logan Paul got eliminated.
Yeah.
Logan Paul.
I
I don't think they were serious about it though. I don't think they were serious.
they're in competition about who got the most viewership, I guess.
It wasn't no serious.
They both got 1 million views, so if you're watching this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, right. Hit that like button. Get the
like-
bell.
We need that. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Also,
Comment in the comment section.
there you go. Subscribe to that Patreon as well.
Exactly. Get it all in.
Merch shop.
So what's next, guys? You think CM Punk, Seth, and Roman Reigns is going to have a triple threat match at Mania?
Man, it's very possible because the way they all got eliminated, and that double stomp on Roman, Lord.
Do you think that was an accident?
Oh, he put both feet and emphasis in. He
He did it twice. Ain't no accident for twice. Doing it twice, ain't no accident doing it twice.
The accident would have been doing it once.
Well, he did a double stunt once, and then he did the regular one the next time, right?
Oh, you did the regular one on the stairs, though. So you had to get that one leg up for the emphasis and the second leg down for the.
If anything, Seth Rollins, when he hates somebody, he hates somebody.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know who else is like that? Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre tunnel vision. I don't, dude. He may not have a match at Mania.
Nope.
As speaking of Drew McIntyre, they said that man was mad when he went to the back. He said somebody was trying to get all the spots in and it messed up the Rumble.
Well,
I don't know who that was. Some people said it was Logan Paul. So I don't know exactly who it was.
So Drew back there saying what empty-headed dumb decided to go in business for himself on national TV? Is that what he said?
Pretty much. Got it. Some people said Penta. Some people said Logan Paul. So I don't know. It's going to come out though.
Penta was down half of.
You know what? I will say this. I don't know what to make of the dirt sheets because I really do feel like WWE is just putting information out there to throw people off a scent. Because I can't sit here and ignore how much of a ruckus it was with Alexa Bliss possibly not showing up at Royal Rumble. Everyone kept saying, oh, they haven't come to no contract agreement. They haven't come to any terms. And what happened? She showed up. Dude, I really do feel like WWE be putting stuff out there just to get people talking, but to keep people off the scent and what they're trying to do.
Which is kind of smart because the internet is undefeated. So,
yeah.
Right.
So
it's the
you got to do it right there. Yeah, so, you got to do it that way. I like that. New kayfabe.
I'm interested to know now. I'm going to have to go back and watch, see who was getting all the spots off.
I kind of want to go back and see it too,
but
just in general.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's talking about Logan Paul then.
Yeah.
He's talking about I Show Speed.
I Show Speed. Speed. He did steal the show.
He tried to do a backflip after his whole thing. That's why Braun had to spear him.
And cracked him
business for himself. He did spear that dude.
That became a power moment in itself. That spear on I Show Speed.
They said he got like 1,000 views from that, or he was screaming. He was screaming while that was going on. Like there was a guy out there screaming for him.
There's always someone screaming for him.
Oh yeah, you got to have that going. If you're a content creator, you got to keep that camera rolling.
Yeah, that's The Rock, right? He has the camera rolling while the camera's rolling. He's part of the show.
Yeah. I mean, but the crowd was into I Show Speed. They did the Sui chant when he did the move or whatnot. And like I said, he made a viral moment with Braun Breaker with that spear. And then he got thrown over the commentator table. So it was a funny moment with your guy Triple H put him out there.
It is.
All subject, but did anybody remember when The Rock came back for the Netflix Raw and he's walking through the back and he sees the Hurricane? He said, "It's the MF and her hamburger." Oh my God!
That's how that moment is always classic between them two.
Yeah, the hamburger.
Wait, The Rock. Rock is still funny.
He is.
Rock will always be funny. He will.
Legendary. So. But do we think that's going to be a triple threat match?
No. Well, I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen at Mania. There may be a triple threat match. So, okay, let me ask you this then. Let's say you ask a triple threat match. Does that mean that Jey and Gunther wouldn't main event then?
I can still see the main event.
I don't
know now because you got Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns ain't going to go back to Midgard.
Yeah, so it's like that's the thing, right? Like when you do these type of games, you start to kind of rearrange cards, and depending on who the guy is, yeah.
Or will it be a fatal four-way?
Drew McIntyre,
Roman, Seth, Punk, Cody,
or Roman
for the title?
For the title.
Oh wow.
Because he doesn't have an opponent.
Well, what about Roman, Seth, Punk, and Drew?
But I mean, he could, but I mean, it'd be for nothing. It's just a match. They could beat it up like that, but Cody don't really have nobody to face. And the way it's looking, I don't know if The Rock is going to be involved this year.
Oh, Cody's defending that title at Mania.
I know. Yeah. I'm saying I don't think The Rock is going to be involved.
The Rock. Yeah. Okay.
The Rock.
Yeah.
See.
So now, I think Fatal 4-Way, Cody, Roman, Seth, and Punk.
That's good. That's a good. That's good.
Cody, Roman, Seth, and Punk. Cody, Roman, Seth, and Punk. Who was
You guys brought up a good interesting point last night on the stream, saying that Seth and Roman have unfinished business. Now, I was on the opposition saying that shouldn't even happen, right? So I was talking to Lonnie today. He agrees. He's like, they got unsettled business. I don't think it should be a WrestleMania match, but do you think that could be the angle? I mean, he double stumped the man, so do you think that's the Mania match?
Hold on a second. Did Lonnie say did he say that, or did he say there's more meat on that bone? How does Lonnie say it exactly?
He didn't say there's more meat on the bone. He said they got unfinished business because
okay.
Seth and Roman had a match, but it was a disqualification or something like that.
Yeah, it was. That's how Seth won. Because Roman would let go of the submission after Seth had his hand on the rope. And it's hilarious because Seth was smiling the entire time. Remember, that was a Rumble match where Seth showed up in the Shield gear.
Yeah.
Dude, I miss that Seth Rollins. I want that Seth Rollins back.
And Lonnie brought up the point that I guess Seth Rollins is the only person that Roman hasn't pinned, technically, I guess.
Yeah, he hasn't necessarily beat. That's during his reign.
Right.
So, yeah, there's definitely a lot left. Could that be a main event? I mean, yeah, it could be. To answer the question, yeah.
Yeah, but Seth and Punk also have unfinished business. I think they're gonna fight. They want to fight again, and then Cody got history with all three. So that's why I said the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, Fatal 4-Way. Now, kind of have all of that in one round.
That'll be a way to end that whole chapter there. All those chapters right there.
Yeah. Or you could expand the story from there and lead to SummerSlam. That could lead all the way to the next Mania match.
So.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. Whatever that would be. I don't know what that would be.
It's a few ways it could go, man. It's a few ways this could go.
Until The Rock comes back and then you throw a monkey wrench in it and be like, nope, it's me versus who I want because I'm the final boss.
No. But I mean, but if they do that Fatal 4-Way, they'll put a snag in who will be winning the Elimination Chamber. So I don't know.
Well, that depends on, because what if, I don't know.
Your boy say he coming for 17, so. And then Triple H said at the press conference, like, it don't matter. Cena ain't got to qualify for nothing. If that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. And he don't see John Cena having that much ambition and losing. So.
All right, that's fair. You know what? I'm totally fair with that. Cena wants to go Elimination Chamber. Yeah, he ain't got to do a qualifying match. He goes right in there.
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem with that. Would you have a problem if Charlotte did that?
No, because she's actually going through the chamber.
Okay, well, she went through a Rumble, though.
Now, to be fair, at the time when she came into the Rumble, there was a lot of there was still
my problem with Charlotte is not with her winning the Rumble. It's before that. It's everything, all her other reigns. That's my problem with Charlotte.
I get you. I don't want to harp. I was just making a comment. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
But with that being said, who else do you see in this chamber?
The men's chamber?
Yeah. How many people are in the chamber again? Is it six? Okay, so you got Cena. Now Jey has a title shot.
Seth.
So who else? I mean, is it Raw and SmackDown?
That's what I need to know. Which one? Because Jey got to pick first. I think he picked Gunther, but Jey had to pick first, and I guess it'll be people on SmackDown.
So Drew is on Raw, right?
Yeah, Drew's on Raw. So if it's just the people on SmackDown, so if he were to pick Gunther, then you're saying that it would just be SmackDown people in the chamber.
I'm assuming.
Ooh, so Damian Priest, Carmelo Hayes. Oh, Kevin Owens. God, this SmackDown roster ain't that deep.
Oh, you're saying SmackDown because Cody would be left without an opponent.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, see, but all the stars are on Raw.
But based off of last night, it looks like it's going to be Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, Punk,
Sami Zayn,
and John Cena.
I mean, that's Raw.
Also, we're not done with this transfer window. We're not done with this transfer window, so we don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think Punk's leaving Raw. I don't think Seth's leaving Raw.
But if Cena's not tied to either show.
No, Cena's not, but I don't think these other people who we would think are going to be in it are even going to leave Raw. They're going to be on Raw.
So what happens? Because remember, Sami Zayn looks like he didn't have Cody Rhodes back last night.
Oh, Sammy and Kevin probably gonna have a match at Mania then, huh?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. So we can take them out.
Because he sure let Kevin get the mess beat out of him last night.
Well, he was checking on his friends. He didn't want to interfere, but I don't know if I'm Kevin Owens. I'm like, why don't you do something? Why didn't you push the ladder, man?
He did pick Roman up when he was down and got eliminated.
Oh my God! Don't even remind me of that. Don't even remind me of that. Oh my God, Sammy! That's why no one likes you, Sammy.
He picked the man up, ladies and gentlemen. Because Roman was down. His tribal chief was down, and he did the right thing for his chief.
Who did that help? Because he got eliminated by who? Jey, right?
No.
Yeah.
Was it Drew?
Was it Jey? No, it was a Uso. He got eliminated by a Uso. It was Jey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Drew
Drew
was in front of him, but then Drew moved out the way, right?
Yeah.
Who we talking about, Sami Zayn? Yeah. Ooh, funny enough, I mentioned before about how the person who eliminates Roman ends up in the Mania main event.
That's true.
CM Punk eliminated Roman.
Oh, different this time.
Yeah.
Just want to put that out there.
Yeah, he eliminated Roman and Seth, so.
Interesting.
Oh, but let's talk about the rest of the Rumble and how we were saying, I'm saying a certain minority weren't as many in there. It's only Carmelo. As far as African Americans, it's only Carmelo and I Show Speed because Cesaro got hit by Carmelo.
That's true.
That was it. Unless I'm missing somebody.
No, I'm looking at it right now, but let me just take a look at the roster as a whole.
Let's look at the roster. I want to look at who else would you put in there?
Okay, well, let's just go through it because you had, let's just say it. I would just say the guys. So you have Angelo Dawkins. Well, don't do tag teams. Okay, you have Apollo Crews. You have Cedric Alexander. He's on NXT.
Trick Williams.
You could have had Trick Williams.
What? Trick Williams?
You could have had Trick Williams, though.
Let's see, but Trick had Trick just recently started showing back up on NXT, so.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he couldn't be in the Rumble.
I mean, you had a lot of star power in the Rumble, though.
You got R-Truth.
I mean, I ain't even seen R-Truth on regular TV.
He was on SmackDown this past Friday. Yeah, we're talking to Damian Priest, welcoming him to Raw, and telling him how Adam Pearce has grown hair, because R-Truth is hilarious. Yeah, you could have had Almost. Almost is actually back in the company. He just finished his tenure in Noah doing an excursion.
I didn't think he was back.
Oh, well, he supposedly is back. He could have he could have been in there.
He was there that weekend. I saw him taking pictures with people.
And you could have had the New Day. Well, at least one of them.
Yeah, at least one of them.
So then,
and with that being said, just from the other side of this, I mean, let's remember, you had people like, again, I hate to do it, but Otis. You had Tozawa. I mean, Shinsuke was in there, and I like Shinsuke. I Show Speed.
One of those guys didn't make it up the ramp, though.
Yeah, that was Tozawa.
Yeah. I Show Speed came out, so I mean, that was just a moment so for streamers to get an audience excited with that part. But
you had Kaiser in there for 6 seconds.
Yeah,
Kaiser was.
But on the other hand, I'm saying proud that they had a lot of Mexican representation, and like I said, Penta, Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, Andrade, probably somebody else too. But so that they had good representation with them. So I don't know.
From the if we're speaking positives, then on the other side of this, on the women's rumble, you had Lash Legend, Jada Parker, Naomi, Bianca Belair. So they had a lot of black women.
Oh yeah, they had even a moment in that rumble with the Black Girl Magic. They all got together. I was trying
to figure out what that whole little.
Yeah, I still don't know what that whole bit was about.
I ain't get it. It looked like whatever they was playing, it did not come to fruition.
I don't know, because it didn't make sense to me, because it's like you're in a rumble. Why are you all kind of just sitting here buddy when you're in a rumble? Why don't y'all help each other out then, and then buddy when the clock's going?
Or buddy, when one of y'all win.
Yeah, unlike Pure Future Collective, they didn't do it like that.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with them. I'm glad all three of them made it in there, but y'all went in there just to lose.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So we talking about, not having, male black representation in the Rumble. A lot to say, right? So I guess moving forward, somebody will have to step up, right?
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean, step up, exactly? Like,
well, because they used the whole thing, just from my vantage point. I've never been in the ring or nothing like that, right?
yeah.
But they used the saying, like, you step up and you, like what Vince McMahon said, you need to grab the proverbial brass, you know what I'm saying? And so I think the only reason why I say that is because Montez Ford says it's either championship or bust. And I don't feel like he lived up to that statement,
But I mean, I guess the reason why I find statements like that funny from the booker is because you kind of dictate who can go for that brass ring. This is like what Tony Khan has stated, had a fan ask him, I love Ricky Starks when he's going to come back again. And Tony Khan would say something like, I don't know. I mean, I like him too. I really do like him. I don't know when he's going to be back. Well, you dictate that. Like, that's a thing you can control. When Montez Ford, we're going to grab the brass ring, well, it's hard to grab it when you're not given that opportunity. Like, since being hurt, when has he been on TV to even try?
And I get that, but then I also look from the vantage point, like, they have a way to move the needle too. And if you're moving the needle so much, somebody's going to be like, hey, I mean, you see the butts that they're putting in the seats, and there's a lot of other things, like with Jey Uso. He's the man selling merch. The man's doing all this stuff. He's the people's champion. So why wouldn't we have him win the Royal Rumble?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like Montez had a moment, and we're going to, the moment I'm talking about, in the Elimination Chamber. He was a very good standout when we thought he was going to win the U.S. Championship in the Elimination Chamber that year. But
The
after
crowd was
that
behind
chamber, he got screwed out of that match, and then he went straight to back to tag teams with Enzo Dawkins, and he gets the crowd excited, and so people and everybody every year in and out like, when is Montez gonna go on his own? People been asking that for the longest.
They just
real quick to that point. I want to draw real thing. When you do that to people, where you boost someone and then stifle them, and then boost someone and then stifle them, you then create a ordeal where the fans have a hard time getting behind them. You know why I couldn't cheer for Sasha Banks? Because every time she won a title, she'll lose it. So at some point as a fan, it's like, how am I supposed to cheer for you when I know you're going to lose? And then when she does have a long title reign, I'm considered a hypocrite because I'm just so used to her always losing.
I mean, crap, she got 4 of them now.
Yeah, I know, right? She's having the best run of her career at this point. But it's like, to that point, Montez had a really good Elimination Chamber. And he was getting ready for a boost, at least it looked like it. And then it just stopped. And it's like, you can't tease the fans with yay, nay, and then all of a sudden expect, well, how come the fans ain't cheering for him? Because you keep pulling the rug from under them when they think you're going to do something.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's just for him going for the U.S. Championship. That wasn't even the World Championship. And so you wouldn't even you're not even letting him get that far. You give him the team of the tag team, and they losing the DIY or can't even get in the title match. Got people taking their place in the title match.
Yeah, I didn't like that, but I don't know. They might have been hurt. I guess that's why they did that. I don't know.
Just flips out one time and just goes crazy and just said, "Hey, I'm coming for whatever it is." I mean, because I don't know. I just look at it like that. Like, yeah, it's booking, but then I also feel like they can move the needle.
But how do you move the needle?
I would say I would go back to when. So this is from The Rock's point of view, right? He got hurt, and then he was thinking about doing UFC fighting or whatever. He was going to do some mixed martial arts or something like that, right? At least that's what he's. And then he came back. He didn't like the direction of his character, and he told Vince McMahon, "Hey, give me a few minutes on the microphone." And he had a few minutes on the microphone, and the rest is history.
Okay.
So I say moving the needle that way. Like, you take ownership of the direction you want to go. Like The Rock, he took ownership. He didn't like his character. He said that wasn't him. He wasn't comfortable with that. Give me a few minutes on the microphone, and the rest is history.
All right, my 2 rebuts to that. One, I can't ignore The Rock also comes from a family legacy. So he probably can get that kind of leeway, like a Randy Orton if he wanted to. Secondly, what about Rusev? I can get the Rusev Day shirt. He was a high merch seller, and they pulled the rug from under him. Bobby Lashley walked out, people just started cheering Bobby Lashley for no doggone reason. And he didn't even get a Mania match when he was scheduled to have a Mania match.
My
So,
rebuttal has always been to that. Like,
Mhm.
Bobby did take a long, like, I don't know why. I don't remember what happened to where he left for like a very long time.
Yeah. But either way, Bobby had MVP talking for him, and he's a force more than anybody else. He's a black version of Brock Lesnar, if you want to say it like that.
No, he could have been, or it should be considered that, but he never really got that type of push.
Right. Especially, Brock is out because of this scandal stuff with Vince McMahon. Okay, cool. We got Bobby.
That would have been a smooth transition, but they didn't do that for some reason. Like, why didn't they do that?
And then you talking about taking with promos. Let Montez talk on the show, because you know that promo we talk about, championship buzz promo we keep talking about, that was on the exclusive type thing.
Right.
And so that should have been on TV or middle of the ring. I don't care where it is, middle ring, backstage, but on TV. Let this man talk. People want to see Montez on his own. He's with Bianca. And people, Montez is carrying Bianca bags because Bianca's great at everything. And so she got so many championships and the spotlight every time, no matter what. But Montez is the short end of the stick.
Where's the lie?
Yes. And so, yeah. But
you better carry the bags. You know, I know.
Right.
Hey,
she's the breadwinner.
They both making money. They both there. But
they both are making money, but we know.
But yeah, they had a moment at Royal Rumble. Him, Montez and Angelo Dawkins costing Motor City Machine Guns the tag team titles against DIY, because they want to fight DIY and beat DIY from what Michael Cole said on commentary.
But now they got a machine gun problem too. Them boys ain't just gonna sit back and just let them. Okay, y'all just want a chance at it. Go ahead. I don't see that happening.
So with that being said, all this being said, we're gonna see what happens on SmackDown, because the way the tag team match went, since we didn't really talk about it too much, is, as Motor City Machine Gun were about to win, the Street Profits come in, attack, preventing them from getting the victory, getting into DIY, but kind of still giving DIY. We're going to be after you. What's going to happen on SmackDown? We're going to get triple threat. We're going to see this build up and to be something big. This will be a big moment for all three of these teams. Hopefully the division, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. They have a triple threat match elimination chamber, I feel like. And then see who goes to WrestleMania, and then they might do a ladder match or something. I don't know. For the titles, like they did last year. So I thought it was a great match. I think DIY came in there with a full game plan, and they went to fruition. They just got lucky with the Profits interference at the end, but I thought they had some good plan going into this match, and then DIY walked out with it. But hopefully Street Profits come back, make this really a real statement, and it actually leads to somewhere other than things that happened before. But
yeah, well, let's just hope they don't get jumped in the back before the match. So
I'm trying to keep your head on the swivel.
Again, I know it's off topic, but we talk about dangerous parts, like NXT parking lot is dangerous. The NXT parking lot is going to be included in 2K25, by the way.
Oh, that's going to be a dangerous scene.
That's right. Backstage assault. Yeah.
Don't go through that parking lot.
That's what I heard. It's going to be part of the game, so that way you can take people out there and take them to the woodshed.
Well, I'm ready to get that game for real. I'm at the pre-order right now.
Don't tell 2K that.
Rhea Ripley got injured in the parking lot, so yeah.
Yeah.
Street Profits.
But yeah.
We didn't really talk about Cody and his match. What's
the main event? We get to it, yeah.
Before we talk about that, so what was the I guess highlight of the men's rumble, and highlight of the men's rumble?
AJ Styles coming back, because I'm the biggest AJ Styles fan and I don't care.
He had his theme song too.
Yeah, I'm not too big on the theme song though. I still don't care for that theme song, but I'm just happy that he's back. He can come out to no music for all I care.
Oh, I love that theme song. So I was happy to see it. I think one of the biggest moments of that match was Seth and after they got eliminated.
Oh, that big brawl, they all just kind of like lost their madness.
Yeah.
Part of me feel like that was real.
Yeah, I know, right? It did kind of feel like something felt like it was off. Like some people, oh, dude, let me tell you, when Jacob Fatu got eliminated, I legit was scared for everyone at ringside because I did not know what he was going to do. When all
Yeah.
he did was just clear the table and threw something, I was like, okay, that's best case scenario.
But I'm like,
Right.
yeah. I was like, man, well, there go everybody notes on the table.
Yeah. He cleared that whole table up.
Right, one swipe too. Like there was
Right.
nothing up there. That was
Nothing. Jacob,
And
you know
then
what?
he threw that chair. It got stuck on the ring.
yeah.
Well, I guess you ain't eating his cornbread.
And I don't know. You can have it.
You can have that cornbread.
Right now,
And,
but yeah.
and for me, Logan Paul eliminating them guys like he did.
Oh yeah, CM Punk.
Yeah.
And AJ.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and AJ.
And I thought for sure, boy, Paul Heyman sold that thing so good. I guess he was trying to tell the refs, don't worry about CM Punk, worry about Roman Reigns on the floor.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, and another moment was like when all the big stars came like back to back. Like Cena, like Roman was already in there, but then Cena, Seth, and Drew was out there. I was like, man.
I like how they did that because we were all like, man, because they opened up with Penta and Ray, which I thought was really cool. And maybe that might be a Mania match. That might have been a preview.
Yeah, cool.
So is this version of Penta, because you guys know him or seen him? I've only seen Penta since he's been to WWE, but so is this the same version of Penta?
Yeah, for the most part, except he does a lot more selling than he did previously. But yeah, it's about the same Penta. He does a lot more selling than he used to.
Yeah, he's talking more than he ever did.
Oh, this is the most I've ever heard Penta speak. But Penta's been a maniac. Like, if you go back and watch the Lucha Underground stuff, honestly, you could probably get arrested for murder charges for some of the stuff he did, and that's there.
God. Okay.
He has a match against Chelsea Green. See if you can find that match.
So he really fought Chelsea Green?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lucha Underground, they do intergender wrestling. Yeah, he put it on Chelsea. Although credit, Chelsea, I think, won that match.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to have that in the game, too, intergender matches.
Chelsea Green in WWE is not like Chelsea Green in most other places. She's a much better wrestler than how they make her look like in WWE.
I think she's getting at it now, maybe, because she's champion.
Yeah, they're giving her more of a time or shine to show that off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy that intergender wrestling is back in WWE 2K because it messes up the roster when I choose people sometimes, and I like to just have all options.
Dang. Intergender. That's kind of like what Eric Bischoff did with the, what was it? He did Jericho and who was it?
Oh, he did,
Lita.
When WCW, he did Colonel Robert Parker versus Alundra Blade, Medusa. Medusa lost that match, by the way. Which she shouldn't have, but I guess, yeah, here we are.
So how would you grade the men's Royal Rumble?
Oh, that's probably more like a C+.
Oh.
Yeah, you lose me in a few parts. You lose me in a midway point. So I like the beginning because it was high-flying, it was fast, but there was a few people in there I just didn't care about. You started to get, I really was into it when all the big names started coming in, but then you lost me with Logan Paul, and then it truly lost me with the final three. I was not happy with the final three of Logan, John, and Jey.
Yeah.
So C+.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give the same grade I gave the women's because, I like beginning where I said Penta going in there and all the luchadors came in. I like the return of AJ Styles. Joe Hendry got a big response. Bringing a TNA, that's being a TNA. All the back-to-back big stars, like I just said, Punk, Cena, Roman, Drew, all them, and Seth all came them kind of back. And the moment they had getting eliminated or whatnot, and then Jey winning. A big surprise. I thought John Cena, he became final two, and with him in that moment, now we know, realizing like this is really my last Rumble, and I really want this right now. That being known now, and then thinking about the match, that added something to it for me also. So yeah, I gave it 3+, almost A, but yeah, a few people that I really didn't think was going to be in there, but it is what it is. I'm happy with who won though.
That's why I gave it a plus, because of the surprise ending. I didn't see Jey winning, so I can't be mad at surprises. So yeah.
Oh, and that was a surprise, man. What a surprise that was. So, man, let's move on to the Universal Champion Cody Rhodes, and Kevin Owens. He swore he was a champion all up to this point. No, but
I'm sorry, I just saw the double stomp again.
the champion did what he had to do.
Oh, there it is.
He did what he had to do.
Well, yeah. What a shot
So,
that was.
What do you guys think?
Well, look, Kevin. Look at Kevin. He looks awful. But it was a good match. It was.
His friend is there. Sami is there. His friend is right there.
The wrong kid won.
Yeah. But I was like, why are the refs holding Sami back? I'm like, bro, it's no disqualification. Like, what are y'all doing?
Well, you know what? They can hold him back, but it's up to the wrestler if he heeds that warning or. So Sami was being nice by saying, okay, but if he were to do something, they couldn't do anything about it.
Right.
But they can at least be like, no, Sami, don't do it. Let him fight it out. No, right. Sami, don't do it. And Sami's like, what are you talking about? I'm just here to watch it.
Right.
Yeah. But this match was all those spots when they all got, either suplex or power bomb, hit with pieces of the ladder. It was a lot going on in this match. I didn't think it was going to end like it did with Alabama, doing the Alabama slam to a kill through the ladder. I understand it, but I didn't think that would be the ending. But see the moment right there, boy, that one right there. I thought the match might have ended right there.
Mm-hmm.
With that suplex right there on the inside of the ring, through the ladder. So, and then they had the small ladder also. Kevin Owens made a little funny spot with that, and but they kept hitting each other with that. So, match was very brutal. Kevin Owens was busted open, and he saw the ending where he was through the ladder at the end. So he was selling that great. So. I thought it was great. I thought it was great in the match. I'll give this match. I probably give the match an A.
Yeah, strong A.
Right. Yeah. An A. Okay. It was a good match. It was. It really was. I did like it. I can't be mad at ladder matches. I don't know if I'll give it a letter grade. I guess I give it an A. Oh, look at Cody.
Yeah. And he fought through the crowd also. So that also added to it.
It sure did. What a great shot that is. I mean, Kevin Owens, he was right about one thing. Cody Rhodes is still the champion.
Yeah, I guess. Cody is the champ. Congratulations. I'll give you that. But Kevin is still right. Doesn't change the fact that Kevin is right.
So, I'm thinking like we said, Sami Zayn helped up his tribal chief, but didn't help up Kevin Owens. So Monday Night Raw, does Kevin Owens address Sami?
I mean, if he's healed from his injury, I don't know if he's injured or not, but if it ain't Monday, it's gonna be Friday because his pride is hurt.
His pride is hurt. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, well, I think that's it. I think they were saying Cody was hurt, a little hurt too, so I don't know. But he got time to Mania, so but
Cody was kind of moving a little slow, right? It looked like his leg was hurting or something.
I don't know something, but I wouldn't be surprised with the spots they took.
Yeah, that was a hard hit. I would agree with you. I give it an A. It was a great match before the Rumble. I think it is probably better than I thought it would be, honestly.
Oh, the Rumble itself, like as a whole?
Oh well, the whole, yeah. I think the pay-per-view was pretty good, but I'm talking about
just a ladder match.
A ladder match, yeah.
Gotcha. Just want to be sure. Yeah, it was. It's about as good as I thought it would be. I wasn't blown away by it, but like RC had mentioned before, it did kind of just end abruptly after the Alabama Slam. So that kind of just, oh wow, it's over. I thought something else might have happened, but I'm fine with how it played out nonetheless.
Right. I mean, because Kevin wasn't getting up from that.
No, apparently not, because he wasn't. He wasn't. He got planted.
He did. He wasn't getting up from that. Yeah. I thought Randy Orton was gonna come back, but that's the book. That's the type of booking we see nowadays. We think we be fantasy booking, and these guys are on top of everything. They're listening to it all.
They are
Yeah.
listening, but
Yeah. Maybe Kevin could fight Randy at Elimination Chamber. Is Randy gonna be in the Elimination Chamber match? You know?
that's the thing. Like, we're not sure when he's coming back, though.
Yeah. Nope. Not unless Kevin wants to show him another Lamborghini or something.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know when Randy's coming back. So we don't know when Randy's coming back. We don't know when Jay's coming back. It's a lot of missing pieces to this story. So, but I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I mean, because Kevin thought, he swore his friend was gonna help him. So,
Yeah. Put a feeling.
Should he have helped him? Should Sami have helped Kevin?
I mean, I would say no, because Kevin really was. That was his fight by himself.
Yeah. And at first, before this, we thought Kevin was just going to just be full mad at Sami either way, just like he's mad at Cody. But he tried to give Sami a chance, and Sami didn't take that chance and help him. So now he's going to get what we thought Kevin was going to give him in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I feel like they're going to have a match at WrestleMania.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like it's your friend. You should have helped him.
Sami might feel like the rest of us, especially these digital audience, these bright-minded digital audience that we have, feel like this, that Kevin was wrong.
Well, you know what? I can believe that. Because Sami is an idiot. Because he was sitting there helping Roman when he shouldn't have. So I can see him being an idiot and having the wrong decision being made at that time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. I'm kidding.
Yeah. So, Matt, what was the I guess match of the night, if we can say it was a match of the night yesterday?
I guess it would be the Women's Rumble.
What it mean?
Well, because it was of the four matches, it was the only one that was still kind of good from beginning to. Because, like I said, the Men's Rumble, it was, I don't know. The ladder match, well, yeah, I'm actually going to go with the ladder match. So, and if I had to put it in order, ladder match, Women's Rumble, Men's Rumble, tag team match. That's my hierarchy.
Okay. It's tough. I say the Men's Rumble because it's what you're going to talk about most out of this whole thing.
That's true.
And it's definitely a surprising victor in this. And so it had a lot of moments that could lead to even bigger moments later. And so I'm going with the Men's Rumble as the match of the night and probably had the moments of the night.
Yeah. I can see BJ's point where he says that, the Women's Rumble probably was better, because I think that we didn't really get hype until like halfway through the Men's Rumble, because that's when because it was back to back, big star after big star after big star. We was like, wow, but I still think that that's going to be the most talked about, because Jey was not on my list of anything. He wasn't on my top 10 anything or top 5 for the Rumble at all. Jey wasn't nowhere on my Monopoly board.
No, that's fair. I didn't really have him winning it either. I did.
No, he wasn't on none of my bingo picks. No.
He was. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, like RC, how far down the list was Jey Uso for you to think he was going to win?
Yeah, he probably in 5 or 6. I thought it was gonna be Final 4. I put him in Final 4, but as far as like just thinking, who's going to win?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was. Well, I don't know. I had Punk, Cena, Roman. I actually put Sami on there because I got to, I got involved.
That
Those
promo was
promos.
convincing.
Yeah.
He kind of sold me on that promo too, though.
Those promo.
Sami Zayn, he had a promo on Raw that almost sold me on him winning the Rumble.
I wasn't sold. I told you, I wasn't sold.
Well, I'll put it like this: that promo rose his stock more than Jey. I would have figured Sami had a better chance of winning than Jey.
But Jey was just out of breath from coming down with Quake, coming down through all that with
I get you.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was surprised, but I was satisfied with how with him winning. So, but like I say, it was a match and moment of the night for me. So
yeah, it was.
overall, I give about an 8 for me. The whole show, it was like I said, us streaming it, they brought something to it for me also. But the show itself, I'm just grading on that. It was a great show. Like I said, I was interested in everything that went on.
So you would say moment of the night was Jey Uso?
Yeah.
Jey Uso and Charlotte, maybe.
I mean, it was almost a foregone conclusion that Charlotte was winning, but I just really didn't want it to happen, I guess. So I'm going to have to match out. I know I want, like I said, it's Bianca and Rhea, so I will give her the moment.
I mean, I don't think Charlotte get that in because everyone saw Charlotte. Well, I would say everyone, but a lot of people saw Charlotte. More than likely was going to win.
Maybe Bianca goes through the transfer portal to Raw, but that wouldn't make sense because they still got this storyline.
Yep.
She's still connected to Jade in the end. So
in the tag team title, like this is still a whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
The tag team titles can go anywhere though. So
can they go in the trash?
Not unless they taking to AEW and throwing in their trash bucket.
Yeah, well, fine. Who cares? They don't have one. They don't need one. No tag titles in the women's division. Not that women don't deserve tag titles. It's just that it bogs down things. Maybe it doesn't, but it just feels like it does.
Hey.
Nah, I like them. I like them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep campaigning.
So how would you grade the Royal Rumble, Professor? Give out a grade class.
Oh, for the entire ordeal? Like the entire event?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a B+ show. The entire show is a B+ as a whole. I'm speaking from the perspective of 4 matches that were not bad at all. They all still served their purpose, even the tag team match. I wasn't looking forward to it, but it was quick. It got its point across. It brought back people. It leads to a story I may be interested in, so you get points for that. I love the Women's Rumble for what it was. Although I picked Charlotte, her winning, being that predictable, knocks it down a point because, it's predictable. So there's no fun in that. Jey winning, that was unpredictable. Wasn't necessarily the one I would want to win. So it's kind of a weird situation. And with the men's world title match, it was a good match. I love a ladder match. Huge fan of Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. I really wanted Kevin to win, although I knew Cody was going to win. My only knock is, again, it just felt kind of like it ended. So the win was sucked out. Cody just took the belts off. So in the end, B+ show. Good show overall, though.
Yeah. I would say I'm going to give it an A. Only because, Triple H had nothing to do with this moment, but I tried to work it really. I tried. For you out there, I tried to do it.
Oh, good.
But I give it an A, man, because it was the unpredictable moment, because I had Jey in the Final Four as well. Like I said, he was nowhere on my list of ever winning this Royal Rumble, but hats off to him. And I just want to see what happens next. And Charlotte, can't go wrong with I think she's like a legacy member, right? You just can't go wrong with that, right? You can't go wrong with Charlotte. And Cody, we knew Cody was going to do his thing. We knew that was going to happen. We knew Kevin was going to burn in. Just going to go off the deep end. And he did. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen between that. There's a lot of things to unfold. We're officially in WrestleMania mode. We're officially out of the terminal. We are in WrestleMania season. We're on that road to WrestleMania.
Well, at one point, you used to have to go through a fast lane. What happened with that?
Yeah.
Maybe a couple roadblocks. Remember those? Remember that?
I waited here.
I missed those pay-per-views.
Yeah.
I mean, final thought. So, also shout out to the legends that were there. Ron Simmons,
Ron Simmons, definitely.
Rick Steiner,
RVD.
Yeah, RVD. Yeah, that's one of my favorites of all time. So enjoyed that, and shout out to Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, or however you want to say her name now. I don't know if you want to say McMahon all the time now, but Stephanie Helmsley.
She was on Pat McAfee, and she was talking about both her parents, so she gave kudos to her dad and everything. So yeah.
Okay. Well, shout out to her. So it was cool though.
Yeah, she actually did that was a good interview she had with Pat McAfee. I think she has a show or something, Stephanie Around the World or something like that. I guess she's going places. It's supposed to be on ESPN Plus. But Yeah, she had a good interview with and the moniker at the bottom says Stephanie McMahon. So regardless of it all, the money's in the name. So hey, it's in the name.
What it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But we want to know what you guys thought out there in the digital audience, our Elite Champions Club. We want to know what you guys thought, about Royal Rumble and where we at with the road to WrestleMania. We're officially in WrestleMania season. If you haven't had a chance to visit that merch shop, go ahead and pick you up some gear so you can wear alongside of your WrestleMania gear. Because listen, that's where the real fans meet, right there in that shop section. Go ahead and purchase something. Especially if you're looking to do it for Valentine's Day, I don't know. You might want to surprise somebody with a little gift. Why not shop at the Champions Corner? And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe this channel, share with your friends. We're on the road to 3,000 subs. We couldn't do it without you guys. And I couldn't do it without my team here. Couldn't do it without the professor. Couldn't do it without Lonnie. Couldn't do it without the Alabama ambassador. Couldn't do it without Lonnie, the historian, as we call him. And listen, #1 player, been dubbed voice of the century. I'll see you guys on the next time here in the champion. Is that a Cody Rhodes shirt?
Yeah, it's big, Coach.
How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of the first shirts, ain't it? When he first came back, ain't it? Yeah,
I got
that's
this
what
at
had the
WrestleMania
dog on.
38. I got WrestleMania
Okay.
38. I got that.
I think we were there.
We was there, definitely.
We were there.
It was exclusive at that time in the building.
Yeah, we was there. We was there. Shout out to Triple H. About to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I can't wait. We're 76 days away, people. I just cannot wait. 76 days from the most monumental time in the wrestling history. I mean, this is bigger than Hogan Slam and Andre. I mean, this is bigger than the
Wow.
NWO.
Okay. All right. There it is. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
You're dragging it.
All right. Well, listen,
There'll be enough time.
it's been a good time. Thank you for watching the Champions Corner. We are the champions in the corner. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
I ain't want no, oh, no, oh, oh, oh. Step into the ring, it's the champions corner time. WWE, and then we break it down. We shine from the top rope to the mat, all the action, all the heat. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans